British slang for weather and seasons. Want to talk about the weather like a true Brit? We love chatting about the weather, and today we're covering another 5 slang words to help you sound like a native when talking about rain, heat, or those freezing cold days. Now you can imagine these are quite common in England because we get a lot of all of them. Welcome back to your daily cup of English. I'm Jimmy, and today we're learning 5 British slang words for weather and seasons. Because, let's be honest, in Britain, we're always talking about the weather because our weather is not very good. Hence why I don't live there. It just rains a lot. Now, I'll break down each meaning of the slang word and show you how to pronounce them. And then you'll hear them in action in a real conversation at a bus stop. And of course, you'll get to practice speaking along so you can start using them right away. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next episode. So let's get started. Here are the British slang words for weather and seasons and their pronunciation. First one, chucking it down. A favourite of mine. I would use it a lot. Where I live, we don't get much rain, so I don't use it as much as I used to, and it means raining heavily. And a quick example of a sentence would be, take an umbrella, it's chucking it down. And your pronunciation would be chucking it down, chucking it down, chucking it down. Okay? Now, another favourite of mine, brass monkeys. And it means extremely cold weather. An example sentence, it's brass monkeys out there today. And the pronunciation is brass monkeys. Brass monkeys. Brass monkeys. Number 3 is muggy. And it means hot and humid. Yeah? And your example sentence, it's so muggy I can't breathe. Pronunciation is quite simple. It's just mug-y, muggy, mug-y, okay? And number 4, scorcher, scorcher, okay? Meaning a very hot day. And your example sentence, it's an absolute scorcher today. And the pronunciation would be scorcher, scorcher, okay? Now, last one is drizzly. And it means light, steady rain, like a mist, just drizzling. And your example sentence would be, it's a bit drizzly, but not too bad. Now, for the speaking part, let me tell you how it works. Part 1 is listen only. Now listen carefully as you hear a full conversation using all 5 of these slang words. Pay attention closely to how they're used in natural context. Yeah? Part 2, it's your turn. Then it's your turn to speak. One side of the conversation will be muted and you'll see the words come up on the screen. Read them out aloud as if we are really speaking to each other. This will help you get comfortable using these slang words in a real conversation. And then in part 3, we swap roles. I say what you just said and you say what I just said. This will give you a full interactive experience and make sure you really understand and remember these slang words. Now, are you ready for our conversation? The conversation is, imagine we're both standing or sitting at a bus stop, yeah, and we're having a conversation. You ready? Here we go. Blimey, it's absolutely chucking it down.
Yeah, typical British weather. 1 minute it's drizzly, and the next it's pouring.
Tell me about it. Last week was a total scorcher.
I know, right? Then today, it's brass monkeys. What's going on with this weather?
No idea, mate. And yesterday, it was just muggy, so hot and sticky.
Yep, classic UK. Anyway, where's this bus? I'm freezing.
Same here. Let's hope it gets here before we drown. Blimey, it's absolutely chucking it down. Tell me about it. Last week was a total scorcher. No idea, mate. And yesterday, it was just muggy, so hot and sticky. Same here. Let's hope it gets here before we drown. Yeah, typical British weather. 1 minute it's drizzly, the next minute it's pouring. Oh, I know, right. Then today, it's brass monkeys. What's going on with this weather? Yep, classic UK. Anyway, where's this bus? Oh, I'm freezing. And that's it. You have just learned 5 British slang words for weather and seasons and practiced them in a real conversation. Now it's your turn. Try using them in your daily English practice. Drop a comment down below, bit of a challenge for you. Drop a comment down below using one of these slang words in a sentence which you create. I'll be reading and replying to as many as I can. But make sure you subscribe so you don't miss part 14 of our British slang speaking course. Next time, we'll cover even more slang words. You need to sound like a native Brit. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. So bye for now.